Hello guys, hello everyone. I am teacher Nicholas, like every day. I am doing the video class. Today is Thursday and 11th. No, we are we are on 11 June. Okay, so basically today's class, I'm going to explain the last topic according to our first week or at the syllabus. And also, we have to do some vocabulary activity in order to complete the fairy tales vocabulary, okay? All right, so welcome. I am going to share my screen with you, okay? And let's begin, okay? So, all right, here we are, June 11 class, level 7. Okay, and the topics for today are ed with participles, with adjectives, sorry, ed and ing. Participles with adjectives. I will explain this later. This is the grammar part, let's say like that. And also, like I said before, we are going to do a vocabulary activity related with writing and speaking. Okay. Right, so basically, we are going to start with the adjectives with participles, okay? Remember that in English and in Spanish and in any language, we have adjectives, okay? What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes people, object, places, feeling, etc., okay? So for example, this adjective is very common, yeah? The adjective tall, no? Tall is an adjective. In Spanish is alto, no? Remember tall? And this is an example. My dad is tall. Okay, so remember the adjective, in this case, tall, is describing the person. The person is my father, my dad. Okay, so that's why we use adjectives to describe people, to describe objects, to describe places, to describe feelings. Okay, so every day when I ask you, how are you? Fine. Fine is an adjective, okay? Or good, good is an adjective. Bad is an adjective, okay? Those are adjectives. But also in English, we have some adjectives that we have to use with participles, okay? So in English, you are going to see some adjectives, yeah, some words, adjectives, words, using ed and using ing, okay? You have seen the ed and ing with the simple past long time ago, and the ing with present continuous and the past continuous, okay? But in this case, the function of the ed and the function of the ing is totally different, okay? So in this case, we are going to add, we are going to put ed to some adjectives and ing to some adjectives, depending of the subject, okay? I'm going to explain that. Okay, so we are here. Se me pierde. In English, we also use some adjectives with participle. The participle is when we add ed or ing to the word, okay? The difference is the subject. If we talk about people, we use ed in the participle, okay? If we talk about other things, no, like objects, places, feelings, events, etc., situations, we are going to use ing in the participle, okay? With the example is, maybe it's more clear, okay? Let's check. For example, this is an adjective, bored, ¿no? Así está el adjetivo, bored, se traduce aburrido en español, ¿listo? Cuando uso ed y cuando uso ing. Entonces, when I'm talking about people, estoy hablando de la gente, people, I, you, he, she, they, we, yeah, people, we are going to use ed. But if we're talking about objects, situations, feelings, etc., we are going to use ing, okay? Example, I am bored. Yeah? Porque ed, pues está hablando de una persona, en este caso yo, I am bored, okay? In this case, we use ed because we're talking about a person, okay? And for example, the class is boring. Aquí coloco ing. In this case, we use ing because we're talking about a situation or event, okay? For example, it will be incorrect if I put like this, I am boring. Incorrect, okay? Why? Because I am using the adjective with ing, but I'm talking about a person, so it's not possible, all right? So this is incorrect, okay? Be careful. So, or to say, for example, the class is bored. So this is incorrect as well. In this case, I'm talking about the class. The class is an event, no, es un evento, la clase. It's an event, so ed is not possible to use, okay? That will be incorrect as well. Okay, that will be incorrect because we're talking about a situation, an event, so it's not possible to use ed. In this case, we use the participle adjective ing, okay? All right, more examples here, okay? More examples. My dad was shocked by the accident. In this case, I'm talking about a person. The participle, the correct adjective would be ed, okay? Or if I'm talking about the accident, would be the accident was shocking, ing, because I'm talking about an event, okay? Another example, I was relaxed. I was relaxed in the weekend, yeah? So relax with ed because I'm talking about me. Or another example, the movie has been fascinating. So in this case, ing, because I'm talking about a movie, okay? Another example, we are moved. No? In this case, I'm talking about people. We are moved because of the song, right? And the last example, the trip, so hablando del viaje, una situación, the trip to Melgar was thrilling, ing, because I'm talking about a situation, okay? That will be the difference with the participle with ed and ing, okay, in the adjectives. So one more time, remember, if you're talking about people, I, you, he, she, they, we are going to use the participle, the adjective participle with ed. But if you're talking about situations, events, feelings, objects, etc., you have to use the adjective participle with ing, okay? All right, activity number 1, let's practice. I put these adjectives for you with ing and ed. So use the next adjectives to create some sentences, okay? So I put the adjective, for example, inspire or inspiring, okay? The meaning in Spanish, inspirado o inspirador, traduciría, ¿no? Esta sería inspirado, inspire sería inspirador. The other one, bored, que ya la vimos, bored, boring, aburrido. Frustrated, frustrating, ¿no? Frustrado y frustrante, that would be the meaning in Spanish. The next one, charm, fascinante. Charming, encantador. So, depending of the subject, remember. And the last one, tired, cansado, tiring, agotador. ¿Listo? Entonces, create 10 sentences. Una para inspire, otra para inspiring, otra para bore, otra para boring, okay? 10 sentences in total. Remember the rule, okay? If you talk about people with ed, if you talk about other things, ing, okay? That would be all according to the grammar part for today, okay? But now we are going to practice more with ed, okay? With the participle with ed and ing, okay? So in this case, guys, you have the sentence and you have two options, A and B. According to the context, you have to tell me what is the correct option to complete the sentence, okay? For example, number one, what is the most blah, blah, blah thing you have ever done? ¿No? Como que es la cosa que tengo el adjetivo, ¿no? Excited or exciting, tengo que decir cuál de los dos uso, que yo he hecho. Entonces, como está hablando de una situación, la cosa que yo haya hecho, la más, ok. In this case, I have to use the option B, no? That would be B. So, what is the most exciting thing you have ever done? Okay. Yo ya les ayudo con esto. Porque exciting y no excited sería la otra opción. Ay, no, en rojo no, porque si no. Porque excited, exciting y no excited, because the thing that I say, I'm talking about a situation, yeah, an event of the past. So I'm not talking about a person. In this case, the correct option would be ing. Okay. So the same with number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, etc. So choose the correct option according to the context. Okay. All right. Going back to the vocabulary related with fairy tales, no? That will be our topic 2 for today. Yeah. We are going to practice more vocabulary. Yeah. Because the other one we couldn't practice before. Okay. So vocabulary, fairy tale. No, we are talking about cuentos de hadas, fairy tale, story time. Okay. So please complete this activity. Do you know these popular stories? So you have the picture here of the characters. Match the pictures with the tales. Okay, so Hansel and Gretel, what is the correct option? Little Red Riding Hood, so write the correct option next. For example, Little Red Riding Hood, I don't know what it's B. Fácil, no? So, and the same with other ones, okay? As he says in English, so Hansel and Gretel, Little Red Riding Hood, Sherlock Holmes, The Beauty and the Beast, Robin Hood, and The Little Mermaid. Okay? All right, now we have the tale. Aquí está el de Sleeping Beauty, La Bella Durmiente. And then you have some verbs. Hay unos verbos acá, some verbs. You have to complete the story. Ya se las saben de memoria. Complete the story using the verbs that we have here, okay? Los verbos son muy comunes en las historietas. Entonces, leave, wake, sleep, take, cut, drew, okay? So complete the story with the correct options of the verbs. Entonces, a long time ago, there was, ¿no? There was a beautiful princess, bla, bla, bla. ¿Listo? Use it, entonces lo vamos a echar. Okay? Listo. And the other one, la otra es the Three Little Pigs, los tres cerditos, Three Little Pigs. Very famous story as well. Okay, and then we have one more time the verbs, and you have to complete the story using the verbs. Once upon a time there, aquí ya les ayudo, there were, so habían tres cerditos there. There were three little pigs, one, blah, blah, blah. So use them, use the verbs in the box to complete the sentences. And well, just to remember, put these verbs in past, ya los tienen acá. Pónganlos acá, ¿listo? En pasado, okay? All right. Continuing with the vocabulary, yeah, you have to complete, or in this case, what is the word? So write write the word under the pictures, okay? So we have the number 1, king, like king. So what is the queen, the princess, the prince, the knight, the castle, the orc, the witch, the giant, the dragon, the tower, and the goal. So write the correct word in the correct picture. Okay, easy. And vamos a revisar estas lecturitas. So choose the answer, read the sentence, and circle the correct answers. So what did Goldilocks eat in the house of the verbs? No? Remember traten de acordarse del cuento, ¿no? De Goldilocks es ricitos de oro, ricitos de oro. What did Goldilocks eat in the house of the birds? ¿Qué comió ricitos de oro en la casa de los osos? Porridge, que era avena, ¿no? Que es avena, porridge. Y lo mismo, what did Snow White take from the queen? What did Cinderella lose? Eso ya ustedes lo saben. What animal did Jack steal from the giant? What was the last little pig house made of? What was it, which house made of in Hansel and Gretel? How long did Sleeping Beauty sleep? ¿Cuántos años durmió cuánto tiempo durmió la Bella Durmiente? Who saved Little Red Riding Hood? ¿Y quién salvó a Caperucita Roja? Okay? So choose the correct options. And now we are going to do a speaking activity. Okay, this one. Yeah. So you are going to go to this website. Please go to the next website and select the story you like the most. Okay. Then record yourselves and detail, and you have to upload the file onto Google Classroom. Okay. So all right, I'm going to click here. So second. Okay, so 1 second, I'm some technical problems. Okay. Okay, so you are going to click on the link and you are going to open this book. Okay, in this book, as you see, we have this is the cover. Now we have the cover of the book, which is very nice. And then you are going to choose a story. Okay, so okay, so you are going to open the book. There are 10 fairy tales, parodies, ¿no? Este es como un poquito parodia del cuento original, okay? But the idea is like we have Hansel and Gretel, Princess Rapunzel, Snow White, Freezing Beauty, The Ugly Little Mermaid, The Three Little Pigs, Capture the Wolf. Bueno, aquí capturaron al lobo, se mezclaron ahí como Shrek. Jack and the Chocolate World, The Princess Shoes, and Cinderella Boy. Choose one, escojan una de las 10, ¿listo? And then you read it, okay? Vamos a leerla. Entonces, Hansel and Gretel, okay? Son 2 hojitas, no es mucho, ¿listo? Entonces, then, you take your telephone, okay? En su teléfono, and then you start to record your reading. Y se van a grabar, ¿listo? Una notica de voz, ¿ok? Y entonces empezamos acá. Voy a hacerlo yo. Okay, Hansel and Gretel, since their youngest age. Hansel and Gretel had been living with their mother and their father, but they left home because one day their mother died. And after the cruel stepmother arrived, she didn't feed them a lot. They were walking in the dark woods with big trees. They were afraid and cold. They felt they were spit on a try to run to escape the woods and finally arrived to the cottage made of Nutella and granola and Haribo. They attempted to approach the cottage. The windows were made of chewing gum. A little girl exited from the cottage. She was wearing a dress made of sugar and she had a lollipop in her hand. She was beautiful. They were first afraid, but after she looked good and they began to approach the little girl. The 2 children say, "Hello, can we enter your cottage? We are very hungry and we have been lost in the forest for a long time." Hello, of course. You can enter without danger. Thank you very much. How did you arrive here? Our mother is dead, and my father married another woman who is very cruel. So we left. Okay, come on into my house and I'll feed you. Thank you very much. You are really kind. Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry. Then the beautiful little girl let the two children enter in order to kill them, and she gave them many candies. When she was younger, she was picked one by the other children, Hansel and Gretel too. So she wanted to get revenge on them. She went downstairs, took an axe, went back upstairs, came behind children and killed them. When she had killed them, she took their dead bodies and threw them in a cooking. Finally, she made a potion of the children so as to sell it to the forest or. Bueno, termina un poco trágica aquí la historia de Hansel y Gretel. Ok, son dos, no, ni una paginita. Luego sigue Rapunzel, whatever, ok. Las que más les guste, pero Rapunzel está un poquito más corta. Snow White on Facebook, miren, Blancanieves en Facebook, ahí como el perfil. Genial. Este es que Bella's father gets kidnapped, ¿no? La niña de papá se la secuestran. I don't know that one. No sé con cuál. Y Freezing Beauty, okay, que será como Sleeping Beauty. All right, so choose the tail, Little Ugly Marmalade, la sirenita pero fea, versión fea. That's nice, okay. So choose the tail, record your reading. Me salió 2 minutos, me demoré. Record your reading and upload it on Google Classroom. Lo suben al Google Classroom, ¿listo? Como lo adjuntan como un archivo de audio. That's it, ¿ok? No more. Hay que hacer más, es para que se escuchen y para que practiquen su reading. Y su speaking, ¿no? Para su speaking. Ok, guys, and finally, vamos a escribir aquí escojan el cuento, el que dijeron, Cinderella, whatever, ¿ok? Y lo reescriben acá. ¿Listo? El mismo cuento que narraron ahí, lo reescriben acá, pero vamos a hacerlo in an informal way, ¿ok? So, very, very informal. Vamos a usar los slangs, phrasal verbs que hemos visto. Y si quieren, cambien el final de la historia, ¿listo? Entonces, I don't know, Little Red Riding Hood. Escuela acá, Caperucita. Ay, Little Reds. Riding Hoods. Right. Bueno, acuérdense cómo empiezan todas las historias. Aquí como yo la empecé. Once upon a time. Había una vez. Once upon a time. Había una vez. A little girl. Una niña. Llamada. Little Red Riding Hood. Un día, one day. She visitó su abuela, her grandma. But very bad, utilicemos un phrasal verb, but a very nasty wolf follow her. ¿Listo? And etcétera, etcétera. Well, at the end, bueno, no sé, al final diría como, finally, Little Red killed the wolf, won the lottery, and she traveled around the world. Se mató al lobo, se ganó la lotería y se fue a viajar al mundo. Y lo terminamos and como vivió feliz and he lived happily ever after. ¿No? Y vivió feliz para siempre. Okay? Something like that. Very short, ¿no? Cortico ahí así como más o menos yo lo hice. Things like that. Okay? Bueno, ahí les dejo ese para que lo tengan como guía, ¿listo? Ok, guys, eso es todo. That's it. Ahí estamos revisando all the competencies of the language. And at the same time, we are practicing our reading, our speaking, and the vocabulary, which is important to speak more, okay? Okay, that's it. See you today at 6 p.m. because we need to check the other activities, okay? Bye-bye, thank you.